Tomorrow on Quad Cities Live, June is Men's Health Month, and our Hy-Vee dietitian will join us to talk about foods that make a positive impact, along with certain screenings men should be taking advantage of.
Plus, one of the largest public art projects in Rock Island's history. Quad City Arts will be back to join us with one of the artists creating a giant mural in Arts Alley. That and much more tomorrow on QCO.
Well, our smartphones allow us to stay connected to our family members, our friends, our coworkers. It is important to stay disconnected when you're behind the wheel of a car.
Yeah, most definitely. Macy Bergman works for U.S. Cellular, and she is here now to give us some tips to keep us all safe. Macy, thanks so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. So we all have heard distracted driving. I mean, we always assume it's just a cell phone, but it's really much more than just your cell phone. We can have many different distractions while we're driving, and some of the things we might not even realize are a distraction.
Yeah. There's a pretty broad range of things that can be considered distracted driving, and it's defined by the National Highway Transportation and Safety Administration. Kind of a mouthful.
Yeah. You got it, though. You nailed it.
Just as anything that distracts you from the road. So it could be eating or drinking, your phone, someone else in the car with you.
Yeah.
Just a ton.
Messing around with the radio.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Always.
Handing something to the kid.
Yeah, yep. Every day, snacks.
Distracted driving. Well, there have been a lot of campaigns to try and prevent distracted driving. Of course, we've seen a lot of them. So is the issue becoming worse? Is it getting any better?
Actually, there's been a little bit of an improvement. So from 2021 to 2022, we saw a 0.4% decrease in distracted driving time, according to some surveys.
So 0.4%. So yeah, we can see the downward trend right there. But obviously, we still have a lot that we can work on when it comes to distracted driving.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, there are many things we can do. One of the biggest things is really just finding out the native features on your phones and how you can use them to keep yourself safe.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's important because while there's still progress to be made, a lot of it is because people fail to utilize these things that are available to them on our smartphones. And our smartphones are very, very smart.
They are.
One of the features, I guess talk about the first feature that could be super helpful to people that's really easy to access.
Yes. So one is do not disturb while driving. It is native on an iPhone. The equivalent is driving mode on an Android. But this just silences calls, texts, anything distracting while you're driving, and it can actually turn on automatically as it senses you get in the car.
And we're kind of showing you that process that you can do on your smartphone as well. So one other thing that you recommend is connecting your phone, your smartphone, to your vehicle through Bluetooth, because if you do get a phone call, you're able to just say, answer call or read text to me or whatever it may be.
Yes, absolutely. So Android Auto and Apple CarPlay both work through Bluetooth. And some cars that are older can also be turned into Bluetooth capable by purchasing like a Scosche Bluetooth transmitter, as is shown on the TV here.
Oh, interesting.
I did not know that.
No.
Yeah, and so it's really cool. It kind of helps get that hands-free driving all enabled in a car.
Wow, that's great. So you can just purchase that. So it doesn't matter if your car has it or not.
Absolutely.
They've made it available to everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so there's also a program called On My Way.
Yes. So On My Way is an app that actually pays you for your safe driving habits.
Jotting this down in my mind.
Right?
OnMyWay.com, get me some money.
Yes, absolutely. Why not?
Yeah. So how does this work?
So you would download this app on your phone, and then every mile that you don't talk, text, or use distracting apps, they will actually they essentially give you like a set amount of money for each mile.
That's an incentive.
Yeah, so you just have the app on during the time you're driving, and it kind of measures whether or not you're using your phone?
Yeah.
Very interesting.
They can also help some like smaller companies set up distracted driving policies for their employees as well. So they're well-rounded.
Very, very nice. Okay, so one thing that we can do as parents is help out by kind of establishing some rules with our loved ones before they get behind the wheel of a car. That's a big point. Is that something that you see often, parents like, creating those rules, or is it something that you're privy to, just being in your line of work?
Yes, so we actually see a lot of parents coming in to get their kids their first
Exactly,
phones.
yeah.
And they're like, what do I, how do I make sure it's safe? How do I make sure, I'm a part of like making those big decisions with my child? And so Screen Sanity and US Cellular actually partnered to make a Smarter Start toolkit.
Okay.
So it involves like a guide to a conversation where you can really kind of dig in on just how to be really responsible with those phones and have a good understanding with your child.
Just a good conversation. Yeah, so the website for that, for any parents that are interested, is on your screen right now, screensanity.org, and you can get that Smarter Start kit to help out with that conversation.
Yeah, and another really easy way to help with the distracted driving is passengers. Pay attention to what the driver's doing. My wife is very good at this. Not that I use my phone when driving, but if the kids are, needing something, oftentimes I'll reach behind and do that, and she'll be like, Kyle, focus on driving. So,
Yeah.
I mean, passengers need to speak up as well.
Absolutely. I think you are, your own advocate there.
Yeah.
So definitely like, hey, let me help navigate your GPS for you, or let me change the music.
Yeah, let me be the DJ.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
Okay, so there's a whole lot there.
Yeah, you've given us quite a few tips, and if you would like to get more tips on this, you can visit your local US Cellular store to learn more about what we just discussed. And for nearby locations, you can visit uscellular, that's easy to say, .com. Macy, this is a very important topic. Thank you for talking to us today about that.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Thank you very